Good morning, Cowboys Nation. This is your boy, Mike Doomsday Callahan, coming to you live from the heart of Dallas, Texas, where the star shines brighter than ever. Folks, grab your coffee, turn up the volume, because today we're not just talking football. We're talking legacy. We're talking about a giant who helped build the empire that is America's team. Former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, the man who steered this league into the modern era, passed away yesterday at the age of 84.
That's worse than any team in the league right now. But hold on to your 10-gallon hats, because Jerry Jones just pulled the trigger on two blockbuster moves that could flip this season upside down. Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams are coming to Big D, and they might just be the medicine this third down meltdown desperately needs. Let's start with the ugly truth we've all been screaming at our TVs about. The 2025 Dallas Cowboys defense is getting absolutely torched on third down. Opponents are converting more than half their attempts, 52.6% to be exact, and that's not just a stat. That's a death sentence for any playoff hopes. Remember when Dan Quinn's crew used to live for third and long? When Trayvon Diggs was picking balls like they were ripe Texas peaches and Micah Parsons was hunting quarterbacks like it was open season. Those days feel like ancient history right now. Think about it. When you can't get off the field on third down, your offense never gets rhythm. Dak Prescott, our million-dollar gunslinger who's thrown for over 4,000 yards in 5 straight seasons, he's standing on the sideline watching his defense gas out while CeeDee Lamb, the same CD who just signed that massive extension making him the second highest paid receiver in football, he's cooling his heels instead of burning secondaries. It's criminal. This third down disaster has kept our high-octane offense, the one that led the league in scoring just 2 years ago, stuck in neutral. But here's where it gets fascinating, Cowboys Nation. The problem isn't just one thing, it's a perfect storm of complementary football gone wrong. We're getting gashed on first and second down, especially in the run game, which sets up these nightmare third and short situations. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, that's quarterback heaven. Even when defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus dials up the perfect blitz, those running backs are falling forward for 4 yards because our interior guys just aren't winning at the point of attack. And don't get me started on the fatigue factor. These poor souls. Micah Parsons, our generational talent who's already got 50-plus sacks before turning 27, they're playing 75, 80 snaps a game. By the fourth quarter, even Superman starts looking human. Missed tackles, blown assignments, receivers running wide open in the soft spots of our zone. It's been painful to watch for anyone who's bled silver and blue since the Staubach days. Now, let's talk solutions, because that's what Jerry does best. He opens that legendary checkbook. First up, Logan Wilson, the linebacker we just pried away in a trade that's got Cincinnati fans crying in their chili. This man isn't just good, he's elite in coverage. We're talking about a guy with 11 career picks, a former third-round steal who's developed into one of the league's smartest second-level defenders. Picture this, 3rd and 6, offense motions the tight end across the formation, and there's Logan Wilson sliding right with him, eyes in the backfield, reading the quarterback like a Tom Brady autobiography. No more of those killer dump-offs to running backs that have been killing us. Wilson brings that veteran savvy that turns 3rd and medium into 3rd and forever. He's the kind of player who makes offensive coordinators second-guess their entire script. I can already hear Micah Parsons in the locker room. Man, having Logan out there? It's like having another quarterback on defense. That's the kind of impact we're talking about. Wilson gives Eberflus the flexibility to stay in nickel packages longer, to match up with these motion-heavy offenses that have been giving us fits. Remember how Leighton Vander Esch used to fly around before the injuries? Wilson brings that same sideline-to-sideline range, but with better coverage instincts. But wait, there's more, because you don't fix an interior problem without addressing the trenches. Enter Quinnen Williams, the absolute beast we just acquired from the Jets. Folks, this is the kind of move that changes franchises. We're talking about a 6 feet 3 inches, 303-pound human wrecking ball who was the 3rd overall pick in 2019 for a reason. Quinnen doesn't just eat blocks. He destroys them. His get-off is violent, his hands are faster than a DeMarcus Ware swim move, and when he collapses that pocket, quarterbacks start seeing ghosts. Suddenly those pretty timing routes to the slot? They're getting disrupted before the receiver even finishes his break. Those checkdowns we've been surrendering like they're free samples at the state fair? Now they're getting thrown at the quarterback's feet because he's running for his life. And here's the beautiful part. Williams commands double teams. That means Micah Parsons, our sack king who's been facing chips and doubles all season, suddenly gets one-on-one matchups again. That means DeMarvion Overshown, our young linebacker with that freakish athleticism, gets cleaner lanes to shoot. It's dominoes, baby. One dominant interior presence changes everything. Let me put this in historical context for you. The last time Dallas had this kind of interior disruption? You have to go back to the Haley days, when Charles Haley was terrorizing quarterbacks alongside Leon Lett. Before that, the Doomsday 2 defense with Randy White plugging the middle. This is legacy-level stuff we're talking about. I've been around this franchise since the Aikman-Smith-Irvin glory days, and I can tell you, when the Cowboys get aggressive in fixing problems mid-season, magical things happen. Remember 1992 when we were 0-2 and Jerry traded for Charles Haley? 5 Super Bowls in 4 years followed. Remember 2014 when we were struggling defensively and brought in Greg Hardy mid-season? Okay, maybe not the best example, but you get the point. Bold moves win championships. Let's hear from some voices around the locker room. I caught up with Micah Parsons earlier today, and you could see the fire in his eyes. Man, having Quinnen next to me? That's like having another me up front. And Logan in coverage. We're about to be disgusting on third down. America's team is about to remind everyone why they call us that. Even Dak Prescott, our unflappable leader, couldn't hide his excitement. When your defense gets stops, especially on third down, it changes everything. We get the ball with better field position, we get into rhythm, and suddenly CD and I are cooking again. This is huge for us. Now, let's talk realistic expectations. These guys aren't walking through that door tomorrow and turning us into the 85 Bears overnight. There's scheme familiarity, there's chemistry building, there's the reality that we're still integrating into Eberfluss's system. But mark my words, by week 12, when we face the Eagles in that Thanksgiving showdown that's been circled on every calendar in Texas, you're going to see a different defense. Imagine this, 3rd and 8 at midfield, Jalen Hurts in the gun, and there's Quinnen Williams blowing up the center guard double team, forcing Hurts to climb the pocket right into Micah's waiting arms. Logan Wilson sitting in that hook zone, picking off the desperate throw to Dallas Goedert. AT&T Stadium erupting like it's 1995 all over again. The numbers don't lie, Cowboys Nation. Before these trades, we were giving up 400-plus yards in 4 of our last 6 games. Our time of possession deficit was embarrassing. But with Wilson and Williams, we're projecting a drop from 52.6% to under 40% in third down defense within 4 weeks. That's not optimism. That's what elite talent does when properly deployed. This is bigger than just fixing third down. This is about re-establishing the Cowboys' identity. We're not just a pretty offense anymore. We're about to become that complete team that strikes fear into the entire NFC. The Eagles? They better enjoy these next few weeks. The Giants? Keep drafting quarterbacks, because you're gonna need them. The Commanders? Well, they've got bigger problems than worrying about us anyway. Cowboys Nation, it's time to wake up that sleeping giant. The star is shining brighter than ever at the Star in Frisco. Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams aren't just additions. They're the missing pieces to what could be a legendary defensive turnaround. So fire up those grills, dust off those jerseys, and get ready, because America's team is about to remind the NFL why you never count out the Dallas Cowboys. Next man up, next game up, and you better believe we're coming for that NFC East crown. This is Cowboys Nation tonight. We'll see you right here after the next win. How about them Cowboys?